Gone, gone, and GONE once again. What's up, 23% Nation? Coach D is back. And guys, this is part 9 of our wonderful video series, How to Help a Choking Victim. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, so for those of you that are new, those of you who are old, okay, guys, I want to give you a very quick recap and also let you know what this particular video is all about. So in video number 1, we told the story about the incident that happened that caused a person to lose their life because they choked on a slice of pizza. In video number 2, we talked about the definition for the word choking. In video 3, we learned how to assess whether or not someone is choking. In video 4, we learned to ask. That's right, guys. It's very important to ask. In video 5, we talked about administering first aid, but we didn't go into the specifics until video number 6. We talked about giving back blows, which is basically the first phase of administering first aid. In video number 8, we talked about the second phase of administering first aid. Namely, we talked about, video 7, okay? We talked about administering abdominal thrust, also known as the Heimlich maneuver. In video 8, we talked about administering the Heimlich maneuver to both pregnant people as well as obese individuals. And now that we are upon video number 9, guys, today is all about making sure the object is completely gone. Hence me opening up this video with gone, gone, and GONE once again. So guys, now that we know the past and now that we know the present, let's definitely dive right on in. Okay, so I want to welcome you to step 7, part 1. What's important is that we make sure the object is completely gone. That's right, guys. Now that we have done the Heimlich maneuver, now that we have done the abdominal thrust in the correct manner, we need to make sure that the object has been completely expelled from the person's body. So let's be clear about something. It's not only food that can cause a person to choke, as with our victim, but guys, also take into consideration that oftentimes small children and even adults put things in their mouths which they should not. So any object can basically cause a person to choke. So it could be a coin, it could be a small toy, it could also be other small objects. Just take a look at the picture. Most of the items that are there are not food items. Therefore, they can be put into your mouth and unfortunately cause you to choke. All right, step 7, part 2. Once the airway is cleared, parts of the object that cause a person to choke can remain behind. That's right, guys. So what that simply means is that even though the person technically is no longer choking and the object has been expelled, we have to be sure that whatever the object was, whether it was a small toy, a small coin, a piece of food, whatever it may be, that it is completely clear. So that's why it's important to always check and see if there is anything remaining in the person's mouth. Step 7, part 3. If the person is able, ask the victim to spit out and breathe without difficulty. Now, here is one quick way to do this. Once the person is, shall we say, cognizant of what has just occurred, okay, ask them to breathe. Now, don't just ask them just to breathe, but ask them specifically to inhale through their nose and to exhale through their mouth. Why is this important? Because remember that when someone is choking, the trachea, or we can call it the windpipe, is being obstructed, meaning air cannot flow into and out of the body. That being said, when you ask anyone, especially a choking victim, to inhale through their nose and to exhale through their mouth, that basically will mean that the windpipe is absolutely clear of any type of foreign objects. So by asking the person to inhale through their nose and to exhale through their mouth, that is one sure way to find out if whatever was blocking is now unblocked. Okay? And there's another thing that we can ask them to do. We could ask them to talk. Okay? In order for you to talk, guys, you must be able to have air come into the body as well as leave the body. So we can ask them to talk. We can ask them to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Those are just a few ways to find out if the object is completely clear. Step 7, part 4. Look to see if there is something blocking the airway. If there is, you can also do a sweep through the person's mouth with your finger. That's right. Only sweep if you see an object. Otherwise, you could push it further back. So guys, this is basically the last step to ensure that the object has been completely expelled, or shall we say, removed from their throat. So we want to use our eyes to basically look inside their mouth, and we also want to use our finger, okay? Probably your index finger. Now, if you look at the picture, notice that the person's mouth is open, and you, helping out the choking victim, you want to use your index finger to kind of maybe move the tongue around, okay? But again, you don't want to put your finger completely in the person's mouth, because if there is something remaining, then there is a possibility that we could push it back down their throat into the trachea and cause them to choke once again. So use your eyes first, use your finger second. And remember, the primary goal is to make sure that the object is completely clear of the person's mouth. Now, I do understand that some people may be a little grossed out by putting their finger in someone's mouth, but guys, let's be clear about something. This is not a time for you to get grossed out. Remember, we're helping someone who is choking. Ultimately, we're saving a life. So get over your fears, get over any type of self-conscious beliefs that you may have about your fingers, okay? Guys, remember, we're here to save lives, and that is what is ultimately most important. Guys, I want to thank you for listening. I definitely want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like the video, and always write us a comment. That's right. So, in order for you to write a comment, Coach D has a question. And here's our question of the day. Which parts of your body should you use to make sure the object is completely gone? Now, I just went over that. Hopefully you were listening. So here's the question once again. Which parts of your body should you use to make sure the object is completely gone? Now, I'm going to help you out and give you a hint. Guys, there are 2 body parts that you can use. So go ahead, think about it, write your answer in the comments section below the video. Once again, this is Coach D of the 23% Challenge. Always remember, be blessed, and never ever forget that Coach D loves you. There are more videos to come, so please stay tuned. Take care and goodbye.